Going live, going live. Johnny 5 is alive. What's going on, guys? Bart here with Television once again, and we're doing our weekly Thursday night stream. And I also want to say that if you've been trying to find our streams after we're done with them, that has been a problem because for some reason they've been wanting to not process and finish up when I'm done with the live. So I, it's this has been a crapshoot with the live and having it get uploaded after I'm done. So I hope some of them have been going up, some of them have not been going up. So I'm just kind of hoping that this one goes up after it's done. Like those of you who have been joining in on the chat, uh, like last week, that one didn't go up for some reason. It didn't want to process and go up and stuff like that. So, just not sure why that's happening. But I just want to thank everyone again who has been coming by, stopping by, liking, commenting, sharing all that beautiful YouTube stuff. It really does mean the world here to us because if it wasn't for you guys stopping by and hanging out and stuff like that, it would really not get to the level that we're at now as I'm trying to straighten this out and get a solid thing there. There you go. It's really not because it's really because like I don't do this alone. I'm not here alone doing this to the degree of you guys are stopping by, watching and stuff, commenting. Like to start getting that subscriber count up, so so we can get more people in on our community. I think that Tully Television can be a good outlet for people. I'm very up again for having different co-hosts come on or contribute to what they want to talk about. I'm totally open for that. I've been wanting to have you guys send in artwork so I can, put it up here. I mean, I like my little posters here and stuff, but I definitely would like to spotlight people's artwork up here. You know what I mean? Just so I can show people the talents that we all have when we support each other and everything like that. So, if you got any artwork that you like to put up on our community page or send in through Tully Television, let me know down below and I'll give you the information for that too. But the couple things I wanted to talk about. Yellow pound cake. Okay. What I've been wanting to talk about this week, I just want to touch on the Super Bowl a little bit, the Rhianna performance, some trailers. Yeah, some trailers. And then because of Valentine's Day yesterday, I'd like to do my picks for the top 5 date movies, or 5 suggestions, I should say. Not so much picks. I would personally pick these, especially being I've seen a lot of these that are on the list. But I'll give you 5 suggestions for date movies in case you guys haven't watched any of these or have an upcoming Netflix and chill day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Ayo! So the Super Bowl, we had the Chiefs of Kansas City going against the Bastards of Baltimore. Not really. We had how did Prince Hakeem said it in Coming to America? It was a stellar football game. It was the Chiefs of Kansas City against the Eagles of Philadelphia. Cool. always fun, sunny in Philadelphia with the Eagles. The Kansas City Chiefs winding up winning. I'm sure everyone has heard that news by now. Um, they won 38 to 5. I initially thought the Eagles were going to win this Super Bowl. That guy Hurts was stellar, but I feel like he was really the only one to contribute above and beyond. I mean, he had scored 3 touchdowns, threw for a touchdown, so it just really felt like a lot of the scoring was, yes, him behind it, and I felt like that was kind of the downfall a little bit, only by 3 points, though, because, you had Mahomes be able to pass a little bit more, spread it around a little bit. Yeah, surprising to me. The Chiefs won. I really thought this was the Eagles' year. It was a tough loss for all you Eagles fans. As a Giants fan, I can't say I'm feeling too bad, but yeah, tough loss, man, tough loss. It was a great game until literally that holding call near the end, and it kind of fucked up the whole game for a lot of people because it was like, this is the big one. This. I'm not saying let the strong safeties drop kick them in their nuts or nothing like that in a Super Bowl game, but I think you could kind of let a holding call go. Maybe the degree of a face mask, you could kind of let that go. The horse collaring, I get you want to watch the neck, the way it snaps around and stuff like that. I get that, especially if you bring it forward. Your head can go back like this. Your face can only go forward so much. So you have more space going back. So if you get pulled forward, so maybe the face mask, maybe I'll take that back. But the holding for sure, I felt like was like just not necessary call, and that kind of was the Eagles' downfall for that game. But maybe next year, I'm personally hoping for the Giants to finally make it back after how many years. But yeah, we also had Rhianna perform, which was pretty cool. She hasn't performed in many, many years. I'm also sorry if you can hear a lot of congestion in my nose and stuff. It's we got some new hay the other day for our guinea pigs, and this hay has been really killing my nose and keeping me stuffy, and then with the cold weather and everything. So I do apologize if I sound a little stuffed up there. But the Rihanna performance was decent, man. Was she's pregnant and like significantly pregnant, so it was really hard for her to be jumping around and moving around. And then at one point they had her on this glass platform in the air, like so high up in the air. So I'm really not was expecting her to be cutting loose on top of that either, because that, oh gosh, I would hate to imagine the fall from how high she was. Some people making jokes that look like a Mario game level or something like that. But she looked good again. She was pregnant, so a lot of people were like, why perform while you're pregnant? Who's better, Rihanna, Beyonce? And I will say, as far as why she performed pregnant, this was probably a contract that was signed uh, like a year ago, or around the time that she probably didn't realize she was pregnant. And even though she's a billionaire, if I am saying that correctly, billionaire, Uh, I'm still not gonna deny the paycheck that she probably got to do said performance. So that alone would make me want to perform pregnant or not. My stomach looks like I'm pregnant anyway. I'm about 10 years pregnant with a bologna sandwich, so for me, I'm good. But I feel like with the pregnancy, she probably didn't realize when she signed that contract to perform that it was uh, her being pregnant. So that's why she probably wanted to complete the contract, so to speak. So as far as who's better, Rihanna, Beyonce, I really think that it's kind of an unfair comparison with some degrees because they do sing, sometimes similar type songs, but I'm not really sure if Rihanna writes her own songs or not. I know Beyonce really doesn't, and I know Rihanna. I haven't seen her perform any instruments, so her and Beyonce are kind of similar in that degree. Not saying that they don't know how to play a guitar or a piano or something like that, but they don't really incorporate that into their acts as they're performing. So they're both on the same level to that degree as well. I personally like Rihanna better. I like her music better, and I just think that her personality is better. Uh, and I'm sure both of them are very nice people in real life, or I hope that they are. You can't really always trust what you hear in the news about people. You hear this or that, or one way or the other, and it could be the total opposite of who they are. You hear that they're bitch or see you next Tuesday, but in real life they could be nice. It all depends on who you're asking and when you're asking about that person. You know what I mean? And but that doesn't even really matter as far as performances are concerned to that degree. I personally like Rihanna better, but I'm not saying that she's better than Beyonce. I really try not to get that into that too much. This person's better, that person's better. Unless the act is a real trash bag act, I usually try not to downgrade people's acts too much. But sometimes, uh, like for instance, if someone was asking me, do I like a little Xanny and a little Xanax, Trippy Red as rappers? I'd probably be like, no, that's to me, that's trash music. Uh, those two are trash, and I think that I'll even use some of their other counterparts, Post Malone, 21 Savage, Future. I think those guys are better, so, I'm willing to concede when someone is better, but I think Rihanna and Beyonce are pretty much on the same level. There's really no comparing this two like that. As far as talent is concerned, as far as popularity, I think that Beyonce is probably more popular than Rihanna. Well, at least the fan base seems to be more loyal and aggressive sometimes. From what I've seen, the Beehive going after people who talk trash about Beyonce. Uh, yeah, there's some loyal people to Beyonce. A lot of people that want to beat Becky up with the good hair. and they're sipping their lemonade, being bitter. Hey, don't get me wrong. I like some of Beyonce's stuff too. Bootylicious, even though that was more Destiny Child. Halo. I liked Halo a lot. Halo was nice. Uh, Going Ape Shit. I guess that was pretty decent song. That was more of a recent song, right? Yeah. But to me, I prefer Rihanna. So also, I wanted to say I've been getting into the last season of The Walking Dead. I think that it's been pretty good so far. I'm kind of disappointed that this is the last season for it. I've been disappointed knowing that there's been a couple seasons there that would either be too draggy or not good storytelling. It really wasn't until Angela Kang came to take over from Scott Gimple, and then the COVID hit. Cactus 99 hit, and that kind of put a halt on a lot of things. There are some upcoming spin-offs. Daryl and Carol show. There's supposed to be There was supposed to be three Rick movies coming out, but that never came out. Uh, we still have yet to see Michonne or Rick so far in this new season. Well, the season 11. From what I'm seeing so far, I'm at uh, episode 7. And I know I still got a few episodes to go, but they're at the Reapers now, where Negan taught Maggie how to become a whisperer. Pretty weird. Pretty weird. Weird seeing Maggie and Negan get along. But interesting so far their interactions. So, and I'm enjoying Princess and Ezekiel and Eugene and Emiko in the Commonwealth. Connie was found. So we're really getting into the last season there. It's been a good season, man, so far. I just didn't get to see it when it was airing out. And then when that's done, I might try to do like season reviews or something like that of The Walking Dead and kind of go from there. That's definitely a show I've yet to get into, but big fan of the show. My brother's a big fan of the show. The missus is a big fan. She loves Negan. I better hope she never meets Jeffrey Dean Morgan, I'm telling you, because if she does, I'm in trouble. Or Daryl, or if she meets Daryl, I'm in trouble too. Or Rick, I don't know. Maybe even Father Gabriel, I'm in trouble. But yeah, we love The Walking Dead here, and I know we haven't really talked much about The Walking Dead, but I wanted to hold off on any of that until I got to see this last season and kind of see where I wanted to go with reviews for that. Um, I also started watching Game of Thrones from the beginning. Now, I did watch the last season with the missus when it came out on HBO, however many years ago now, 2, 3, 4 years ago. And I did watch, again, like I said, season 8 with her, and it made me want to then go back and watch the series from beginning to end. I've just now recently got into that. I'm kind of thinking about how I want to review that too. Do I want to go season by season, you know, which I might do, just do general season overall hauls of reviews, and then maybe do spotlight characters in each one, or story spotlights that I like about the show or not. So we'll see about that. I got done with episode 3, where or the end. It's either the end of episode 2 or 3, where Braun finally wakes up from when he got kicked out the window. So we'll see how that season goes. I kind of know where some of these things are going for season 1, but winter is coming nonetheless. So yeah, I'll get into The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones reviews down the road. Tim and I started our Joker series, so I sent him my review of Cesar Romero, or my thoughts on Cesar Romero. So just waiting for him to edit that and put his thoughts into it. That's where we're at with that. I'm sorry again for the stuffy nose here. I'm going to wrap it up tonight with my suggestions for the top 5 date movies you can still play for you and your lover during this week of love. Let's continue the week of love from Valentine's Day. Valentine's or Valentines? I like Valentine's. I always thought that was funny when people would pronounce Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. You have to specifically tell them not to drink the milk if they lactose intolerant. Movie number 1. I actually did a Roadshow Blast on this movie. It is The Notebook. It's a love story that spans years between Ryan Gosling and Rachel Adams. Is the actress, I believe. They're on again, off again, and the ending is very sweet. And tears. Number 2, 50 First Dates. Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore has a condition that every time she wakes up, she forgets her life. So it's up to Adam Sandler to prove that they love each other, or that she loves him too, by doing things like showing her videos of the day before, and this or that, and they figured out how to give her the run through of everything about her life so they could get right to having a great time together. You know, sweet movie, very sweet movie, great chemistry between those two. The Princess Bride. Now, this movie is classic. It's gold. It's legend. It's GOAT. The Dread Pirate Roberts trying to find Princess Buttercup and save her from the dastardly king. Movie number 4. We're going back to Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore in The Wedding Singer. Chemistry so nice that they did it twice, but I put it in reverse because The Wedding Singer was first and 50 First Dates was second. However, that doesn't mean that their chemistry was any less great. Excuse me, guys, so much. I really apologize for that. Last movie before I wrap it up, Dirty Dancing. Patrick Swayze, Aaron Gray, set in the 50s, came out in the 80s. No one puts baby in the corner. Nobody. Check this out. It's a coming-of-age story of an 18-year-old girl going to the Catskills for a family vacation, meeting a slightly older guy who's part of the entertainment crew. They fall in love for the summer, and Baby learns to stick up for herself. Great movie, deals with serious themes of love, of life, of knowing how to stick up for yourself, even to your family, knowing what you're saying is the right thing, even if no one else does, and got dancing, singing. How can you go wrong? It's a great movie. Definitely a great date movie for again you and your lover to hang out, share some popcorn, put on a couple of candles, have a glass of wine, maybe do a little smoochy on the couch, and watch Patrick Swayze swivel those hips, baby. I love Patrick Swayze. Roadhouse. But yes, that's gonna do it for tonight, guys. Again, short week, short night. I know I usually try to want to aim for an hour at least, but this congestion has really been making it hard to breathe and talk at the same time. And I hope that it's not coming out uh, too miserable across your ears there. I do, though, want to thank everybody for stopping by and liking videos and sharing them and commenting. It really does mean a lot to us here. It helps us grow as a channel for more people to see us in their recommended list. If there's anything that you guys want to check out or hear about, you let us know down below. I really hope that we can entertain you and bring a little bit of light to your life. In the next upcoming week, we're going to be doing an Ant-Man review. I'm going to be probably doing a Retro Blast and maybe a Bart's Boob 2 pick. And I will start getting into the Legion of X series. Because at this point we're up to issue 11 up to issue 11. And some big stuff has been going on there. New character was introduced in the first issue called Mother Righteousness. And turns out she has a pretty big deal going on in connection to the Sins of Sinister story that's going on now in the X-Men books. And in other related X-Men titles going on, obviously. But yeah, we'll start getting into that series because we're going to see a big change for Banshee coming up. We're going to see big changes for Angel coming up. Like down the road in the series, big changes for Kurt. And like I said, secret connection between Mother Righteousness and the Sins of Sinister storyline going on now. So if you guys want to find out what that connection is before I get to it, review it, feel free. Obviously, I can't stop you, but I don't want to spoil it here. But that's pretty much where we're at the moment, where we're trying to aim for. And the Elimination Chamber. I'm going to be doing an Elimination Chamber predictions video tomorrow at the time of this recording, which would be on a Friday. And then I'll do the review on that Sunday. So we got some videos coming out this next upcoming week. I hope that we can reach you and entertain you. Let the Macho Man, Red Savage, bring it to you, brother. You know what I mean? Snap it. But, yeah. Again, thank you all for making us a part of your day. It really means a lot. I hope that we can continue to be a part of your day, entertaining you and taking your mind off of the humdrums problems of life. But that's it for now, guys. I want to thank you. Coming next week, see what we got going on for next week's stream. And yeah, until next time, peace, Snookums.